Interesting to see who we get picked in the agent select, since no abilities can be used. Do they go for just the vibes? Do they go for their comfort pick, that insta lock they always hit in ranked, or do they try to play a little bit, play with the mind game, see if they can pick an agent that maybe camouflages a little better into the screens? Reyna and that all red might pop out a little more than, say, like maybe a Tejo, a Phoenix. See how they kind of pick in here. And as we say that, we got to raise up here a little bit more of a earthy toned agent.
I like it. I like it. You got to give love to the right people in there and saying, hey, look, if it's any advantage, it's going to work. Now, again, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's all about hitting those shots at the end of the day. We are headed straight towards that center stage. Skirmish A on your right. Now, we do have to give a heads up. This is a BO1. You just win your match and you go. That's all that you can really do at the end of the day, and that's what you're hoping for. Matchup set to go. As we're in, and it's a straight Vandal buy on either side.
Yeah, seeing that Vandal come out, seeing some fidget spinners bust out as well, getting the jitters out before we dive in, and we are off quickly.
Ooh.
With a double. Was that both synchronized kills at the same time? What a way to start.
Pretty dang close, and this is what we were talking about. It goes quick when we play these games. I love the double peek to one side. It's a very appropriate call. I play this every so often, and I play it, very solo-esque, if that makes sense. But you can do that. You can make sure to try and play much more together in there. You can both aim for one side. You understand that a flex, a split down the middle is usually going to be on the table. So if you can both aim on one side, it can work. There it is. Crow getting a swing number one, but Sam able to bite back. And it feels like this 1-2 piece with the Guardian ain't going to bring too much to the table. So Sam will bring out that victory at the end. 2 so far to the side of Straw Babies.
That's an interesting move from Crow. I noticed that early on first round. I thought they bought a Guardian, but coming into this with the Guardian instead of a Vandal, you get a little more ability to shoot more bullets downrange. Going for just that first shot accuracy, a little easier, maybe 3 shots body shot if you have to, and a little better on the pen. But Crow managed to get that Guardian locked in, get that headshot, and secure a second round for them. 2-2 all.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that all these walls are pretty much bangable as well. So if you see a head, like, you know where they're at. It's not too difficult. I am surprised, though. I love the patented swing to the same side situation where you run with your duo and you're just like, yeah, I want to go this way as well. It doesn't always work, but it can throw an opponent off very, very well. But 9 times out of 10, you're stuck in this 1v1 position, and that's Sam to land another Domer. Up 2 rounds for the squad.
Yeah, and as you said, like I think that's a great strategy we might see employed more often as we run through these games. Having that double swing at least guarantees you an even fight if they also double swing you, or you get that man advantage where now you're up a player, and just being able to play up a player, get that trade, helps you secure at least one of those 2 kills you need.
Waiting for this moment, swings wide once more, but Crow ready with that wing shot. And Crow finishes it off. Guardian setup here. I do like it. I'm also a big fan of the single shot. The semi-autos they do feel much more comfortable, in my opinion. Just being able to tap instead and not accidentally sending off a volley. Crow on one so far, 3 in a row between 2 rounds. And you know where Sam is currently located. But do you get
Sam
the finish?
finds one, finds
Sam
2.
Closes it up. Let's go.
Sam with a nice shot, screening out. And yeah, like you said, having that single shot definitely saves you from yourself in some instances. You can't accidentally hold down the trigger a little too long, just start spraying everywhere. And I was actually playing some skirmishes last night, testing this out and just making sure everything was running. And we kind of determined that maybe that is a good strat, just being able to just do one tap move, one tap move, one tap move. Since it's such a tight, confined space, there's enough gap that you can't like run up and spray somebody without them knowing. But having that accuracy matters a lot more. You see, again, synchronized kills coming out from the Masters.
Yep, very, very comfortable in there. And I am liking what we're seeing here. I loved earlier we saw that little push up as well. We saw the chances of getting a side angle flank, if you call it right, and both teams kind of scatter, and instead of a flat, we get a little bit more vertical play, where teams are moving up, trying to get in each other's faces, maybe using a judge. But a nice swing peek by Evil Bear. She's going to be real happy about that one. Crow, though, answers back in kind. With the last
Crow still holding it side as Sam swings.
Great shot.
What a good timing there. Sam managing to find that timing as Crow is still holding that other angle, swings out, catches him off guard, and gets that kill.
I like it. We're getting close, and remember, when it comes down to it, it's got to be a win by 2. 2 rounds in between as best as possible. Looks like we might get it. This is one of the first rounds as well that we're seeing a full wraparound on either side. Nobody really knows where each other is, and that's how you're going to line that shot up. Crow, beautiful finish at the end. The Matsters 2 away from a round 1 victory.
And reminder, I don't know if it was communicated earlier, any knife kills Kate will be donating $5 for it. It's a skirmish. We probably won't see many of them, but if we get into a situation like that again, there is a chance we do see some knife skills out here. So any players who might be listening, keep that in mind.
Very nice shots. Last or possible match point here. Gonna wrap around that side. Matster's ready, but Evil Bear, great shot by her. Trophy swings, but gets the 2-tap at the end, and the Guardian will wreck shop. That is a 10-6 round. Matsters will be moving on. I can see it working a little bit. I mean, what is it? Like a slight discoloration is really what you're looking at, and you can you can use that to your advantage. At the same time, ooh, okay, major box in front. This is definitely gonna force a spread, but you can also juggle it. This feels much more like an ISO ult, right? With a massive wall in front of you.
Yeah, having that singular wall in front, having to move out, and no center mass in the middle of the map like A and C do have. It's a little more open here if you can isolate these tight angles.
That's a dink. What a shot by Sparks as well. 1v2, and there it is. Okay, so we did see a jump up on that right side by Sparks, so it looks like some maps do have that little get up, but it's a tough get to over there.
Yeah, this was the one where you can only really jump up towards the middle, so you do have to push and take that space. So you have to give a little bit of... Oh, nice. Coming out from Chewy, or Raymond getting that shot off onto Chewy. But yeah, going back to that point, you have to give a little bit of danger. You have to give an opportunity to get shot by your opponents to be able to get to these jump ups here. I think it's map C where you can jump up pretty much right out of spawn.
I love the shorty just for fun, by the way. That was, oh, do it to him. One last shot.
Oh.
Yeah, Chewy!
Getting that jump up, pulling out the phone, letting you know who he is. With that little shorty jump up over box. Love to see it. Oh, and God. A quick two-piece coming out of Raymond from deep. Getting those angles, isolating those tight corners, and being able to shoot down those ranges.
Yeah,
jump peek.
That was beautiful work. Very, very well done. And more shots ringing out as Chewy's trying to check. We're getting much more aggressive as well. I really like that value as Raymond is able to eat away with a 4th round for them. This is much more aggressive as well. We noticed before in round 1 where we saw a lot more long-range combat, but look at this. Chewy shoving on up, saying, how much space can I take? Can I get away with this as much as possible? This time around didn't really work for them, and now watching this one kind of happen, you can see Xerxes lost in the sauce there. Sparks able to put a 5th on the board for this squad. It is looking diabolical right now. 4-round difference.
Yeah, Coconut's just taking advantage, taking their space, pushing up, like you said, very aggressively here. And I kind of wonder if it comes down to map or just off of a team idea principle here. Like, as you said, that last game was a lot slower, but there were a lot more objects on the field that you can kind of use to play around, walk around, cut that line of sight, cut vision, where here it's a lot more open. And as you saw, Raymond able to get a pretty hard angle into that back corner where they thought they were safe and just got taken out quickly. And Raymond pulling the shorty back out onto Kyle. Kyle's saying, if you can do it, I can do it too. Shorties might be used a lot more often here than we expected.
Clean shot. Raymond with the dink, looking for the second. There's a headshot. Well done. 2 away, as it looks like they are trying to take this home. While we're here, I do want to give a big shout out Ari with the $1 donation. Every dollar does count. Ari, thank you so much for your donation here for the Americans for Immigrant Justice. Of course, held on by Cupid's Skirmish as Sparks shuts down Chewy. Round 11 with 9 for one side. Looking like the end here, Galleon. And it feels like a tough uphill battle. Chewy, can you make it happen? Can you hold on for dear life? Xerxes with a great shot, number 1. Raymond needs to hold it down on their own. They're going to circle around the side. Shots to Raymond, 1. Headshot, 1 more to go. Xerxes keeps him alive.
able to clutch it up there. As you said, they seem to come out. They know their backs are against the wall, and they knew where they were. They called it out. You can see the pings coming out from Chewy, letting Xerxes know where they was, but he wasn't able to get shot. But Xerxes able to clean it up for him, keep them in this fight. Xerxes finds a second, or first of this round, picks up Sparks, and secures it onto Raymond. Xerxes keeping the fight alive. Managing to keep them in this fight. 9-3, still up against the wall. It's a tall order, but can they pull it out?
I think they can. They're going to try their best. Xerxes now on one. Shot rings out like crazy. There it is, Xerxes. Another 2-piece for their name. That's what you like to see right there. Slow climb back, but 3 in a row. They got to make some magic happen here once more.
Round by round, brick by brick, one step after the other. It's all you can hope for here. But Raymond, enough of the comeback, he says, closes it down, secures the round 10-4.
Adapts. Yo, I'm queuing a comp game. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here.
Comp game on one monitor, skirmish on the other.
I don't know how that would work. That would be confirmed, I guess, multi-accounting, and Riot doesn't like that, right?
I would assume not, but we'll keep it on the DL.
Yeah, we'll keep it down there. All right, we're running on through. Round number 3 of round 1. Keep that in mind. We have 16 teams, 8 matches, at least for round 1, and then we'll have the, I believe, winners quarterfinals into winners semis into winners finals. Oh, double swing. First time we're really seeing it here by the side of Rayman. Amesy lines it up with a great shot number 1. Pillsbury Droboy swings back in revenge. Low HP on either side. Single tap can do it. Amesy with the wide swing takes it away.
Yeah, like you said, seeing that double swing used as we predicted, being able to isolate that one fight, try to get that 2v1 by picking out the corner player. But going against that, deciding to just take their ones and clear each angle. Picks coming out quick, but Amesy getting 2. Securing the second round for them here as we move into the 3rd round.
I like it. So far, also, I give a lot of credit. These have been fairly even. It feels like even round 2, we saw the explosiveness come through, and we saw that ability for teams to climb. It's just, you know, who hits that headshot first. And yes, it was a 10-4 situation, but it felt very close in there. These rounds are not as even as they always look like. Logan,
was Ramy going for a knife there?
Yeah, he was. It was a 2v1. It makes sense.
I like it. Trying to get Kate to spend their money, get those $5 donations on the board. But unfortunately found Logan able to secure it, though. Gets the first round onto the board for the Winchesters. Lardy Larry's still up 2-1, though.
Well, might be a little bit more as Amesy is back on one. Really clean transfer there. Not a full transfer, of course, but the look was perfect.
Running along with Amesy here. Let's see if that aim is still on point. Hiding behind box. Pillsbury Joe Boy finds Ramy in the corner. Hits some shots off, but nothing seems to have connected. Ramy onto the jump up. Finds the pick onto Pedro and finds the pick on the Logan. Decides to take a little bit of weight off his duos back there. Keep that fight going as we get nice little side view of the map.
Very Joe Boy able to take one before falling, but Amesy, anytime they're left up and always choosing to go right. I am curious if we're going to get a little bit of a shift. Obviously, most people tend to swing on the side that they spot on, but this time around, both right. Logan with a great shot, number 1. Amesy's still looking up and lurking. Are you going to find that kill? Big question mark here. Peeks out, doesn't see anyone. Logan looking to play, and Amesy gets the shot number 1 and then crouches on down. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, you see Amesy in a tough situation there, stuck in the 1v2, trying to find their ones, and manages to find the gun sticking out from Pedro. Gets the first, gets the second, able to secure it. Exactly what you're looking for if you're Amesy, but not the way the Winchesters were hoping that would turn out. But Pedro coming back, answering in kind with a 2-piece of his own, getting the second up on the board for the Winchesters, keeping that fight alive.
I mean, very, very solid work. 6-2, still moving quickly, though, as Amesy is on one. Untouched throughout, but a big lurk here. Pillsbury Dobroy can't do much. Flawless for that other side. Lardy Larry's very comfortable here. 7 rounds.
Yeah, 2-7 up. Looking good, but Skirmish is kind of like a coin flip. It can go either way. Yep. Just because they have momentum doesn't mean it's going to keep that way. But Rami trying to keep that momentum going, finds the pick on the Pedro, and double swing out. Helps out AMZ. AMZ gets the kill in the end, but 8 rounds up to the Lardy Larrys, keeping that lead alive.
8-2 position. Swing left by 2. No split. Rami only able to get 1, but it's AMZ. And you know AMZ is going to have your number. The bun isn't spotted, though. So Logan is going to walk away. I like the fact that you called out a lot of those character models. But it's going to work. Both on this side. No way. This is the first time I think they've been this close. They're going to eyes out. You see the gun, Logan. Oh. Beautiful read.
What a peak. Deciding to take that initiative and take that space, hops out of the jump up, finds the gun, sees it poking out, and able to secure the kill before AMZ can react. Logan taking AMZ out again. All down to Rami here. Can Rami clutch it up, find the 9th round win, or will the Winchesters get their 4th? Unfortunately for them, Rami able to get that 1v2, takes them to match point. The Winchesters up against a wall here. Will they be able to secure their 4th?
Yeah, Droboy really comfortable there with that shot. 1v2. Rami's done it before. Gonna do it again. You see the gun to the right, and Droboy shuts you down. Really nice crouch.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want to see coming out of the Winchesters. Pedro keeping the fight alive, getting their 4th on the board. They're up against the wall. They've got a long run back, but like I said, brick by brick, step by step. Just take them as you can. And Pedro, another 2-piece. Seems like he's locked in. I did see him in some warm-ups earlier, so maybe he just like got into a little bit of a slump and is back into the flow of things. And some pre-fires too coming out.
I like it. I like it. And AMZ really pushing on up, trying to get that full solo. Misses in the 1v1. And Logan able to clutch out. That's one of the rare times that AMZ feels like they're a little bit off on their shots. Was in the middle and took a full 1v1. Wasn't able to close it. 6-9, baby.
Yeah, and you know, I'm starting to see a little more of that, like those panic sprays coming out from the Lardy Larrys here. A little bit of crouch, a little bit of spray, and that's going back to what we were saying with that surprise Guardian pick earlier. It prevents you from doing that. Like, sure, you can't spray and get that chip damage, but it can save you from yourself in some of these situations where you might end up crouch locking yourself in one spot and become an easier target.
AMZ and Rami. They just need 1, so they're both going to swing left. Eyes out, sees Logan. Great peek by Logan. Pillsbury Droboy, though, has their mark, and now in a 1v2. Rami, are you going to do it again? Please don't do it. Not like this. Not like this. You eyes out, and you do. Rami finishes it off, and there is no comeback. What a round.
Yeah, and as we come in, as we saw earlier, Skirmish B has those jump ups in the sides and it's a little more open in the middle. So a lot to play around here. Able to take it, if you can get on these hard angles and get that up to space quick enough, you can kind of hold a lot of the map on some crosses. So will they go for the split and they both take a side, or start off the double swings? Looks like we're going to start with both sides splitting, each taking their corner respectively and aiming down their lanes instead of doing the cross. Ooh. 2 picks quick though. Weirdly tagged, but unable to find the shot on the small banana as they drop off of that headshot box. Small banana locking it up, getting the 1st round on the board.
I like it. Quick shots all around. Vandal's still ready to play and only having a ghost to hand. So now that's going to be the shot. Reflex, really good reflexes right there. This time opening up with that first, but small banana really looking good here. 2nd time of the clutch up.
And that is 3 on the board for Small Banana. Out here cooking so far, finding their shots early, keeping Bonkers up on the run. Ohgawdevents looking to upset that spin though, get around to the board for themselves. Weirdly pushed up, finds Spider behind the box. Spider with the crouch shot. Gets a shot on a Weirdly and onto Reflex. 2 for Spider. Says, I see you, Small Banana. Let me match your pace. Get 3 on the board and spamming the fidget spinner to go into the next round.
I like it. Bonkers clutching up in more ways than one. Small Banana ready to go with the aim. Swings out to the right, trying to cover, and they do. So far, 4-0. Really looking good on those angles and the lurks and being able to really, you know, get revenge for your teammate.
Yeah, Bonkers out here as a team just executing, getting their kills, finding their ones. But weirdly not letting them run away with this. Finds the shot on the Spider, gets the 1st round on the board for Ohgawdevents. Just because they are down does not mean they are out, and they want to get back into this game early, and I love to see that from them.
It's only going to continue. Rounds out. Spider taking a deke. Reflex, though. Great shot this time around. Weirdly looking for that angle. Yes, they do. Takes their time, sets up their shot, and wins it out. Puts them at 2.
That's exactly what you want to see coming out of Ohgawdevents. Finding, they dropped down to that 4-0 early, but able to adapt, learn how their enemy is swinging off of, and be able to find their holes. Except for weirdly gets taken down by Spider. Small Banana taking down Reflex. Team Bonkers stabilizing again, kind of shutting down the momentum from Ohgawdevents.
I like it, but there's Spider still saying, guys, look, you still got to contest with us. We took 4 in a row earlier. We're going to do the same. Oh, Squeaker is online as well.
Yeah, finding, just because one team adapts, the second team can also adapt. Finding the space. It seems like Small Banana going for the swing out left. And Reflex able to secure it. Get that 3rd round on the board. Not letting Bonkers run away from this. Gets the spray into the box early, just trying to get some chip damage, and finds the shot onto Spider. Weirdly, securing the other kill. Flawless. Coming through.
Very, very nice right there. And these rounds are going faster and faster. Spider still finding that frag out moment, though. And it's Bonkers. It feels like whenever Bonkers wins, it's always with that kind of 2-0 mentality where one player is able to really step up in their marks, and then you look on the other side, it's a little bit more team play in there. Spider with a great frag, pushed up, got 2, and there it is yet again. What did I just say, Galleon?
Even then, yeah, like we're seeing one of the 2 players kind of popping off, but on those last 2 rounds, they actually were playing together, double swinging, and it looks like they're going for that again. They like this double swing strat. One might get the final shot on both, but just the overwhelming presence of 2 people aimed at you can cause panic and cause some whiffs, and just allow for an easier kill. But Small Banana jumping up onto that box, finding the headshot angle, and picking off Weird lead, putting them on a match point.
I like it. Really, really well done. 1 more to go, and both swinging to the left. I love this call. Both teams actually doing the exact same, so splitting the map in a little bit more vertical way, but Small looking large and in charge here. Peak 1 and 2. Good tap by Weirdly, though. Jumping shot, and he taps Spider on the downfall. What a hole to keep him in.
Spider thought they could hit that shorty jump over box shot that we saw earlier being utilized, but weirdly not having any of it, hitting the flick and taking him out of the air. But down, Reflex, 64 HP in the 2v1. Spider with the shorty tries his hand again at that shorty push and manages to secure it.
I think I can sit behind and watch this one as you mentioned, a lot of these jump ups are going to get a little bit chaotic between the 2 squads, and we've seen some really harsh rounds. We've also seen some really chaotic ones as well, and I'm excited to see what they can pull off, as Squirtbert might be having some struggles here, I think.
Yeah, stuck in spawn there. Blue stuck up against the 1v2. Unable to find the shot. 1 round up.
Take a look and see if... Okay, they're back. But they should
got some
be
movement.
Good. Yeah.
Some life.
And okay, off rip. I love it.
Making up for that first round. I didn't move before, but I can shoot now. And gets the 2. Pretend the first round never happened. We are back at even Stevens here. Back on even ground, and hopefully keeps it rolling for the rest of the game.
All right, well, Jasmine and Keo were more than ready to run that one, but I love it. Again, a little bit of a slow start, ready to amp up for these future ones, and we're going to see it happen once more. Sitting inside those, Squirtbird literally drawing them out, and just sits in spawn to tie it up again.
Yeah, an interesting strat here, since you can kind of look down pretty easily, especially with that jump up box. You can see all the way into spawn. Blue coming up in the middle, taking that middle ground, getting the sprays while trying to just kind of poke at Jasmine a little bit, see if we can get some sprays. But Jasmine not taking the bait, gets the shot off on the Blue, securing their 3rd round win.
Really, really well done. Comfortable slots here. We're starting to get a little bit more evenly matched, but Keo off rip gets first. Jasmine goes down. Refrag attempt. 1 more to go for Blue. Hops up, doesn't really spot anyone, so it's going to be an angle, but you see the barrel, but you snapshot a little bit too early and you give away your position, which allows Keo to take that Guardian and get the round for themselves.
Yeah, sending their shots by lets Keo know of their location and able to just beat them out. Keeps this nerves steeled. Keo onto that jump up box again, getting the shot, and Jasmine able to get the bullet pin through the box, gets Squirtbert right in the head, takes it to round 5. 5-round wins.
Crazy work. We're seeing even more here as Squirtbert hiding around that corner box, not able to find on the left side. Jasmine swings to their left, is able to lock down that final one. 6-2 status.
Jasmine getting the double kill there. And as we're seeing, like I said, these teams starting to utilize some of these jump up locations to try to throw off that crosshair placement. Not everything is level here. And just having that height difference can throw your opponent off just long enough to get the kill. But Jasmine with the crouch peek on the blue, looking for where blue was, able to find and secure that kill. 7-round wins here.
For a bit more, but blue says we ain't going down without a fight, and I love it. Great shots to top, but Jasmine now sees high ground, and that's gonna be Jasmine to take it away once more. 6-round difference.
Blue really taking that jump up to a whole new level, going all the way to the top, 3 tiers up, but unable to find that shot. Sticky Melons in a rough spot here. 2-8, but that being said, deciding to lock it in, Blue putting the team on his back and getting those double kills there. Getting the 3rd-round win in for them. They said it is not over yet.
A little bit crazy here as that's going to be Keo rounding it out. And Squirtbert looking for that knife. We saw the knife out. We saw it ready to go, but didn't want to take that chance. Love the wraparound. Love them getting a little bit funky with their stylization choices. Squirtbert, though, with a shot and a half, sees another body step out, and now they are on the hunt. Oh, shots pinging off of Ice's head. Keo wants this 1v2. Not going to happen. Blue, great shot, brings it to a 5th.
Yeah, teams becoming aware these jump ups are a thing that you can play for early, and kind of keeping an eye on those, watching those, and for that jump up it's hard to get up onto that angle without exposing yourself early. 140 on the Squirtbird out of Keo from the back, shorty in hand. They know they're dinked. Long range shorty tickles Squirtbird just a smidge more, but not enough to get the kill. And there it is, jumping over, headshot with the shorty, secures that 9th-round win, bringing us to match point.
1 more to go. That's all they need here. Keo wants it to happen, but again, the double lockup has yielded results for Squirtbird and Blue. Really, really well done here by the Sticky Melons as they're trying to fight back as hard as possible. On the run, though, they're running away with the possibility as both slide to this western wall. Are you kidding me? Blue with the shot number 1, looking for a second. You look around the corner, but you drop down. Blue 2 pieces away, and we're looking at a 7-9.
This is exactly what you want to see out of Sticky Melons, adapting to, even though they're down, managing to adapt to what On the Run are doing, not letting them run away with it, as you said. A quick headshot, Squirtbird with the double, as they, On the Run, tried to take that middle space and just was not able to.
We are looking at a slow difference, but Jasmine makes it a little bit more magical. There it is, Keo. At the brink of forcing to a +2. That is going to be 10-8 at the end.
Inspiring some duo collabs here.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's always fun watching, definitely watching a lot of the new lore that comes out. I'm a big League of Legends head. I've, commentated it for a while, but, it's fun watching the lore intertwine, especially. For League, it's always very distinct, I think, between a lot of the characters, but they recently started doing a lot more lore with it, especially with Arcane. So to see Valorant also have the same is a treat. We got an Ares to come out, though. Okay, not the Odin, but the Ares.
First time we've seen any of the LMGs hit.
Oof.
But an Ares into a double peak.
And then
Also a Marshall. Okay. Surprised to see a Marshall over, say, a Guardian or something, but
yeah.
Or even like an Outlaw, but we'll see how Khan can make this work in the 1v2.
Oh my gosh.
And the two are not splitting. They are shoulder to shoulder duoed up, but Khan finds the headshot.
All right.
And they find the final in Avril. Avril pushing up with a shorty in hand. Gets the double pump out. Both barrels cleared. Takes Khan down for the 1st round win.
I mean, we've seen it before, Galleon, right? We've seen this situation before where that shorty really becomes that mainstay play. But Cherry with the run and gun right there just knocks down Avril and Chef. Very nice read using that Ares first, and now with the Vandal, really smart play.
Yeah, put them into a false sense of confidence, lured them in with the Ares Marshall first round, swapping over to the Vandal and just answering back quickly. But Chef cooking it up from the back. Pulls out the air horn to celebrate that victory, gets 2 on the round, puts them up.
And I also want to say, this is now going to be the 4th round, maybe a 5th if they do it again. The 4th round that I think we've actually seen Duckies actively push 2 to the left side each time. They're not splitting up. They're consistently staying together, and they're the only team to have done so far.
Yeah, they're committed to this double swing tactic where a lot of teams have been varying up their strategies, and it'll be interesting to see if Talk About Esports ends up adapting to that somewhat and tries to come up with a counter strat to go against that 2-man swing every time.
I mean, I feel like the Vandal swing was the right idea, but again, another split, and it leads to a 2v1. Of course, it does pocket them into the corner a little bit more, so a nice collapse coming in here. Great deke number 1, Cherry J, with a beautiful shot, 1 headshot, and now a push on up, but Khan went a little bit too early. Cherry J was reloading, and now it's down to a 1v1. Avril, maybe looking to make a little bit of music here, but Cherry J scouting for information, doesn't see that right side, and that's Avril to see the arm. Cherry J had the right idea, but Avril a little bit better on the timing.
Yeah, and I'm sure they were also able to hear those jumps. They weren't doing a silent jump peek over that box, so just giving them that extra info, they kind of had an idea, making that flick shot a little easier on them.
There's going to be the catch, though.
Khan.
Yeah, I will say for Talk About Esports, though, in the 1v1 and kind of that situation of quick peeks and reflexes, I do feel like Talk About Esports have had a better time in those, whereas the macro has been a lot better for Duckies.
Yeah. Talk About Esports just trying to rely on their individual skill, their individual prowess, right? Taking those ones, they're isolating the angles and locking down Duckies on their side of the map. But, I mean, in a 2v1, it's kind of hard to beat, and it seems to be playing out that way on the scoreboard.
I have to say, I really do love that we're seeing like individual metas for each of these squads come out. There it is. As we said, clutch up by Cherry J. We were just talking about it. Cherry J and Khan feel so good at put into these tight situations where it's kind of clutch up moments. I love what we're seeing from them here.
Yeah, and as you said that, I'm starting to see a deviation on the side of Duckies. That time they did not go for the double swing. They tried to match Talk About Esports on their individual side swings, and it didn't play out to their advantage there. So we'll see if they decide to go against it, and they will go back towards their double peak setup, but not as locked together, just same siding it. Able to isolate the ones, and Khan getting the kill there, getting their 5th round on the board for Talk About Esports.
Really nice
close
shots.
to a tied match.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit more, I want to say, action in there, but there's that double peek again. Avril leaning in and Chef following up. And it's going to be a call-out kind of period now. You're almost, I do love it's almost like rock, paper, scissors, right? This is the rock, paper, scissors moment of, you're throwing rock, okay, I'm going to throw paper. Did you throw paper? I'm going to throw scissors. And that's the lineup once again. Beautiful shot, and they swing once more. Khan gonna try and peek out, swings one. Can you get the second? No, Chef this time clutches out.
I like to see that Duckies have gone back to their double peak setup. You know, that strategy was working for them early. They may have gotten counter-strated a little in the middle and decided to change it back up, but they've gone back to it and are finding success on the second iteration as they run it back down. Finds that pick on the Cherry. Their Chef is low, 10 HP, but Avril covering for their duo, getting that pick on the Khan.
I mean,
Bring us
really,
a match
really nice
point
shot so far. Like, this is... I feel like we're going to go a lot further than just this match point here. I feel like it's going to happen as there's Khan. Beautiful shot. One, Avril able to get the refrag, but Cherry J clutches up behind. And we're going the distance here.
Cherry keeping them alive, backs against the wall, but like you said, they seem to be trusting in their individual prowess, trusting in their individual skill, and in their ability to clutch things up. And it's showing off here. Taking some early shots and able to swing out, finds the pick on the Avril. Khan getting Chef. Talk About Esports might be behind, but they are not out, keeping themselves in this fight.
I am loving everything so far. Will we see it once more? Double lineup. It's red though, and this time no first kill to come through Avril and Chef now recognize that they're going to be in a little bit of danger here. You have to be a little bit careful because for talk about esports, they've consistently done this where they will move left and right. They'll wait, they'll peek. And remember, there's no time limit. They can sit here the entire time as well. Are they going to lurk? Couple of sprays. Set out. There it is. Chef, what a read. Cherry J held that angle for so long, but it didn't work as that will be Duckies to take it away. Round out here. Once again, middle box setup here, and we're right back on Skirmish A, which leads it to a possibility of quick pushes up the middle.
Yeah, there's a lot, I think, ability to push in and kind of variance here.
Ooh.
But Wolf with the Marshall, taking a page out of our last game's book, 101 onto Ethan. And a Spectre for Mega Strikers here. Gets the headshot onto Faye.
Oh, you see the gun
manages to
barrel.
secure the kill with that Spectre. Ooh. Ethan with the shot back, heading through the box onto Wolf. Shorty in the back pocket. Takes out Wolf. Secures the first round for Lestrays.
I love everything about that. 100%. I loved everything about that. That was so silly. And I hope to see even more as we're headed into round number 2. A little bit slower pace, but now they're getting aggressive. Ethan, great lay in onto the bodies. Another shot opportunity, but Ethan was ready for it instead. Marshall was his buy. It's 2 in a row.
Interesting run. I didn't expect to see Boo Omega Strikers there running the Spectre for the second round in a row. But it looks like they've decided to switch it up, pulled the Vandal out, but Ethan Mew with the 2-piece, securing the third round for Lestrays.
Very, very well done. And I think this is only going to continue as long as we see that Marshall out. I hate saying it, but Marshall needs a little bit more kick behind it if you want to get that victory. This is going to be a chance, though. Omega looking for the opportunity. Sprays, misses a few. Down to 69 HP on Ethan. Ethan looks to the left, spots again. Doesn't hit that shot. 7 HP. Are you just going for one-taps here? Are you serious, Ethan? You're not hitting anything, bro.
This is going back to kind of that strategy I alluded to earlier. Being able to get those one-shots off, just one-shot move, just because of the nature of what Skirmish is, kind of plays in your favor, but Boo reads it, walks up with the shorty, says, I'm not playing your games, Mew. You can sit here and jiggle peek all you want, but I've got a shorty to say hello with. Secures their first round win.
Chaos nonetheless. First round it felt like, but Slay able to find that mark once more. 4-1 here as we reach that midway point.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they can kind of adapt here. Mew inspecting his gun in right side of spawn, just letting his teammate die, but can he secure up the win? Riding off the high of winning Sunshine Cup, feeling himself in this one as he subs in for the Strays. Goes down, Wolf.
Locks shot.
Yeah, peeks
Beautiful
out.
job.
Manages to get that kill. You know, I said there's no verticality on this map, but it looks like you can get a crouch jump onto these boxes. They're only 3/4 height. So I've seen Mew jump up on them a couple times. I don't know if you're actually going to get a play out of them, but interesting to see if they can make something work. Mew getting the double here again. Just running away with it. 11 kills already in 7 rounds. Dominating the Skirmish match.
A little bit more firepower. Omega Striker shot high earlier, but still lands the shots here. Wolfer X went down, but that's a beautiful one from Omega. Brings it to 2 for them.
And a nice little finish song to go along with it, getting the vibes up. Ooh, gets the first one, takes out the raid boss of Mew, and gets the spray through the box onto Slay Ruse. 2 rounds, way to recover. Stop that downward spiral. And even back out, try to get a little more altitude into their match here.
Well, Ethan lines it up and is able to knock down 2 more as feels like they're right back on top here. Feels like Lestrays really slamming it home here, and I think they're going to continue to attempt to. Ethan hard push up in the middle. We talked about this one, and it surprises Wolfrax for sure.
Yeah, Boo looked like they were trying to psych Slay Ruse out a little bit, give their shots through the box, find some chip damage, but ended up just kind of giving the location away. Faye coming out with a big swing 1-tap. But moving into this next round, Wolf finding that first pick on the Mew, and Boo finding Faye in the back. Getting their 4th round up, not letting Lestrays run away with this, trying to keep themselves in that fight.
Well, if I continue onwards, though, 2 rounds till it's over. I mean, Wolfrax needed that shot. Beautiful headshot 1. Tries to dome out again, and they find it.
Finds it.
Clean work.
That's exactly what you want to see out of Wolfpack. Banding together, taking these fights as a team, trying to get these picks off. But they decided to go a little more spread out, trying to isolate their fight, try to hunt down the enemy team here. Boo gets a little too wide. Ethan able to find the kill. Swings back out. Gun not ready, though. Wolf capitalizes on it. Tries to get the flick over to Faye, but Faye able to secure that round. Gets the kill onto Wolf, taking them to match point. Lestrays could get this in this next one.
Oof. I mean, Ethan made it. Quick work right there. That will be Lestrays. Moving on to the winners quarterfinals.
Yeah, and Skirmish C, my favorite of the Skirmish maps, with the jump up boxes, allowing that change in verticality, throwing off crosshair placement, makes it much more reactive and less, I guess, inspected. Like you go on to going back to A, you kind of know where everyone's at head height level. You can kind of pre-aim it all the time. C, you gotta have to adapt to as they go. And we got the spinners out, fidget spinners spinning.
Ooh.
Go your boy, finding that jump up, isolating that shot early, and taking Skylet down, giving them a 2v1, looking for Brandon sitting in the back, trying to isolate those fights, but swinging as a team. Doesn't matter. Brandon gets the flick off, gets 1, gets 2, takes the round win, putting the team on their back. Pretty red xylophones.
I mean, that was
Only got
ridiculous.
PRX.
Yeah. We are learning things day by day as PRX continues to fall out, unfortunately. SLH. Really,
Yeah,
really
SLH.
cool job there with 2. All the acronyms, man.
So many acronyms, so little time. What a shot from Brandon. Do your boy reacting, but Brandon full sprint, flying like Michael Jordan from the free throw line with that shorty and taking them down on the backside of jump up. What a shot. Brandon coming out with these early shots, taking them down from a distance. Do your boy responding, though, getting the first on the board for our Pretty Red Xylophones PRX.
I mean, that was beautiful in its own right. Really, really well done. Brandon, though, still finding those marks on the side. Skylet swinging around the side, but gives a lot of space. Brandon goes down, but now Skylet has opportune and ample time to kind of find the shot, but you shoot early. Trigger discipline isn't there, and that allows Hannah to find the shot back. Really well done.
Yeah, Hannah taking their time there. She really took her time with that walk up, got the first, and then just cleared out the corners, looked for that hiding hole they were in, and able to secure that round. Doyer with the first shot on to Brandon, and gets the verticality, gets the view over the box, and takes down Skylet. 3-3. ERX back into this.
Hell of a move, hell of a shot. Let's see if they can do even more. Hearts are out as Doyer Boy trying to make some bread, but ain't gonna have it any other way. Doyer Boy, high line. Skylet was ready, looking towards that mid box, and marks him down, taking the lead for SLH.
Skylet, like too much salt in your bread mix, just taking the yeast, taking the life out of Doyer Boy there on jump up. Hannah chipped early, but got the shot on to Brandon. Doyer Boy taking that vertical advantage. Skylet able to adapt, sees Hannah as she walks up, and is able to get the kill. 5-3 for SLH.
As someone that can't cook, I know a good baker when I see one. Really, really well done there. Moving into that 8th. Now on the 9th round, Skylet waiting for their moment. Tried to hit that crevice, but isn't going to be able to make their mark. The oven not preheated enough, or maybe it was. Hannah locks him down. 1v1. Brandon still on the left side. Here's a little bit of footsteps and spots them out. Beautiful job, SLH. 6 rounds.
And I'm starting to notice a little bit of an adaptation in the strategies here, especially with the jump ups being in play. It looks like they were used a lot more often earlier from SLH, but SLH opting to not use them as much now. Doyer Boy still using those jumps, jumping up a lot, but it seemed to get red a little bit when they used the middle jump up. Now using the edges of the map peripherals. Jump spot with the shorty, but Brandon says, I got one myself. Doesn't get the kill in the 2 shots, though. Doyer Boy able to pull the Vandal back out and get the kill, securing that round for Pretty Red Xylophones.
I feel like it feels a little bit bad when you get the double pump and it just doesn't kill anyone. You needed that triple pump that would have gotten you a red flag, but Brandon, great shot there. High ground now, 1 and 2. Brandon takes it away. Easy play at the end, 7 rounds total.
Great callback with the no 3 pump reference. Only 2 pumps allowed. Hence why the shorty only has 2 barrels. Can't be getting red flags out here in this skirmish. Joey Boy finding the first shot onto Skylar, and Hannah finding the shot onto Brandon. The duo operating as a duo, each getting their 1 and getting that round on the board for PRX.
I mean, that was a shot and a half, Joey Boy waiting for that mark, and that'll be Brandon just waiting behind the box. Once again, Doughy Boy in that mid stack, but now they drop down and said, oh, you saw the arm, now hop to the left. Brandon, I mean, they have all the information in the world, but they can't land the shot. Now they meet face to face in the unload. Brandon puts it at 8.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. These changes in verticality. You can move around so much without giving away sound signatures. Jumping up on these boxes can be silent if you do it correctly. Brandon using that to her advantage to throw Doughy Boy off, getting onto their level literally, and then finding the shot. Doughy Boy pushing up, trying to find Skylet. Skylet playing around the box as well. Hannah tries to push up, but Skylet gets the timing, swings out unseen, and gets the free kill.
This is getting to be a little bit closer than we imagined, I think. But of course, there's Skyler and the rest of the squad. They see him 2 swings to the left. Easy read on where they're at. They saw the jump up. Yeah, and now they're hearing more in the mid. But a low ground catch as both look in different directions. Well played by the side of SLH. They will take their victory and move on to the winners quarterfinals. Listen, if you're going to rep it, you're going to rep it. I'm sorry. You're going to rep it, you're going to rep it. It looks great.
And I'm hearing we have 1 Kate made team and 1 pre-made team, or I guess they signed up together. So we get to see. Coconuts assembled off of peanut M&Ms, a shared love of peanut M&Ms.
I love how we have Kate screaming in our ear as the match is going on. We love you, Kate. We love you so much. We got first round done. Coconuts able to swing 1.
The love of peanut M&Ms able to secure a first round win for Coconuts. As Crow finds the shot on the semi.
Ooh.
And Fun able to find the second shot onto Ray, getting that round, making it back tied 1-1.
I like it. Are you going to have a bit more, though? Roundabout way as Simi, really great first shot. Raymond finding the second. You just deked them out again. This, I will sit here and say it again. I really do feel like this Skirmish B side just allows way too much wide swings on either end, and it just causes this crossfire angle that can be very difficult if you don't get first blood.
Yeah, it really plays itself into playing these X's, right? Like playing corner to corner, just because that's how the map is open. We saw some attempts at trying to play down your lane, like vertically, but the boxes just don't allow for that much. It makes it a very hard swing. Crow able to pick off Semi, down to a 1v1, Ray versus Crow. Finds Crow in the middle.
There's the top.
And secures the headshot, takes out Crow. Ray getting the 4th round win on the board for Coconuts as they keep it rolling.
Really well done. Speed is on as you see a footstep out, but Simi was ready again with these first shots. Simi fresh out of getting, I think, off of work, just going, I'm here, I'm ready to play, I don't need a warm up. Are you gonna find another? Oh no, Simi. Oh, you missed the box. No, you missed the box. No. That would have been golden. That would have been golden. Unable to make it happen. Hey, Simi, we salute for the good attempt.
We appreciate that. Reminder, $5 donated from Kate every time there's a knife. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and double it. So $10 per knife. 5 from me, 5 from Kate. If we can get a knife happening in these skirmishes.
A true knife, not both of you running at each other because you just heard us. That's all I'm saying. All right, Raymond, great shot 1, right side. Simi's still there. The gal themselves. There's the jump. I like how Simi's like, dude, I had that, and I missed it earlier.
Scout it back in. Just make sure, lines it up, make sure they have it ready for next time. I see they're looking for it. Simi's definitely looking for that jump up knife, and that's what I appreciate about Simi. Simi kind of coming out, you said, out straight off of work and just cooking, lighting the server up. No better way to get back into it, but tries to go for the jump up swing onto Crow. Crow aware, gets the Guardian shot off. 10 HP for Ray, but is able to get the timing. Isolates it as Crow is looking for him and gets that shot off. 8-2 for Cocoa Nuts.
Going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs here, and maybe a few nuts in there as well. Crow, though, says we're not done. Raymond, quick tap to the dome. You did see the gun barrels, so you have no idea that they're on this right side. Well, you have an inkling. But it's going to be a little bit tough. There's the hop one. Do you see the gun barrel? Yes, you do, Raymond! With the surprise and a half. 9-2 right now.
Unfortunate timing for fun. I've definitely seen instances where you're both tucked up on either side of that box, and the guy that jumps over box goes past the person holding. Just unfortunately, Fun decided to move at that exact same moment, gets caught out. Simi looking for that jump up, looking for to try to run up those boxes, but gets caught out. Ray able to get the trade back, down to Ray versus Crow yet again. Match point. Can Crow find the shot? And he can. Keeping the Matsters alive. Brick by brick. Can they get another round on the board, keep themselves in it, or will Coconuts be able to secure it? Semi with the first shot out.
I mean, these one taps are diabolical from Simi. Simi's making up for the round one unable to have it. There's a hop on the box, and Simi finishes it off. Went for the knife, couldn't get it. That's a GG.
I'm just saying, any rioters here, this would be a really cool event for TwitchCon at the Riot meetup. You know, a little like cosplay skirmish would be kind of cool. You can have that idea for free.
Oh, that would be fun. All right, well, we're taking a look here. This is going to be that first opening round. We got Lardy Larry's versus Bonkers. Let's see who comes out on top. Small Banana. Once again, looking to that left side, but Aimsy was more than ready to take out one. That's going to be a tap one of two. Get the second. Yes, you do. Small Banana once again looking smooth with it.
Yeah, Jets out here getting their shots on shot, on aim, on target. 2 headshots, taking that round win. Finds another one onto Rammy, and Spider onto that middle jump up. Gets the peek over the box onto Ames and secures that second round.
I mean, Bonkers, this is another level of chaotic here, it feels like. They're finally Aimsy able to take him out. A full 1v1. Around the corner, though. Spider down to 70. Hop up one. Shorty takes some damage, but not much. He's still looking far. This is difficult. Spider having some struggles. And Ramey finishes it off right around that corner.
Spider low, but heard that push up. Almost had the recovery there with that, with the shorty, but unable to find that final shot. Spider looking early on that jump. Finds Ames in the back. And catches Ramey on the run out. 3-1 for Bonkers. Going a little bonkers in this one.
I think it's only going to continue. I hate saying that, but that is there. What a weird angle. Yeah, you deserve that for that angle hold. Whoever decided that skin was the right way to get a crosshair on, that is wild.
Insane shots coming out, securing the second round, not letting Bonkers run away with it. But Spider with the crouch shot onto Ramey, and Small Banana finding Ames. Bringing them back up to 4-2, keeping that 2-round advantage. Trying to prevent an OT possibility in the long run.
Small Banana, who has been so diabolical with some of these swings here. Very controlling in their shot spray and selection. And you have to give credit, right? For Bonkers, they are doing so well in that regard. Lardy Larry's, they're going to try and mix things up. One behind box, Ramey with the 1v1. Great shot. Now it's all down to Bananas. Bananas has done it before, but that's how you do it. You don't line up behind each other. You pull a crossfire. Really good shot.
Yeah, Ramey able to get that final shot and get that round win onto their side. Looking for the jump up early. AMC. They find that isolation. Tries to isolate out Spider. But Spider with the shot and move. Gets the kill. That was like a shorty in hand. Jump up over the box. No! Knife run. Double right click out of Ames. Woo! We almost had our first knife kill of the $5 no in chat.
Oh my god.
What a right click. My right clicks, I might get 1 or 2 every now and then. There's no way I get 2 back to back. That was an insane clutch up. I
That felt
completely missed the
illegal.
last round that
Oh,
happened. Yeah. We're up to a
Banana
5-5.
was oh my god. Galleon, we're getting a treat here. Left, right, and center, we're getting a treat. There's going to be the shot number 1. Amesy is on one, but Amesy is now down. Raimi going to try their best. Spider, hopping and looking around. Can you climb on the box maybe and get a higher peak? No, I mean, Raimi is just waiting. There's a chase. Shorty shot 1, but got to kind of reload in there. Another shot through the box tags the damage. And now you're looking down that weird iron sights. I don't like it at all. There's a shorty. One more. You miss! You miss 3 feet in front of you. Spider goes down, and Raimi gets the kill.
Yeah, Raimi able to get that secured at the end. Spraying some shots down long, kind of poking, but I don't think as many of them hit as they thought. But Vandal able to secure that round. Banana jumps up and gets that first shot into aims. Woo! Spider finding Raimi, keeping it 6-6. Even Stevens for both teams as they fight to try to make it into the semis.
I'm just wondering how many references I can fit into a match now. That might be my goal. Amesy with the shot number 1, being that ultimate fragger, but Banana right back on it 6-7 time. As that'll be bonkers, giving themselves the best chance to kind of lead in, and as you called it before, Galleon, maybe divert away from an OT.
Yeah, trying to keep that 2-round advantage. A reminder, you have to win by 2 here. And they get that 2-round advantage again, trying to keep it away from OT, keep that gap, and try to just keep pushing forward, keep bonking them down every time they pop up.
Just whack-a-mole style here, as Spider has definitely played that game before. Really good shot, following behind the likes of a small Banana. They locked him into the box. Poor Raimi can't do much there, and that's just a really nice flush out as we're sitting on 9.
Match point.
Lardy Larry's up against the wall here, down 9-6. Can they secure a round and keep the game alive, keep themselves in it? Or will they be seeing a trip to the lower brackets in their future?
Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. Respectable. Respectable. Respect. Oh, AMC! AMC! Oh, hold it down, AMC! Oh! I think it'll be good. Yeah, right back to this big wall in the front. Are you going to do double swing? It looks like we are going to have that on the far end. Avril and Chef look like they're going to lean towards their left side. They're going to peek a little bit harder. It's a 1-1 swing, and there they go yet again. Yeah, Avril and Chef were the ones that constantly use this swing technique, and it might actually bite them in the backside. What a chase by Keo to get 1 round.
Keo using that more attack-focused jump-up opportunities here on B's, just like we saw with Semi last round, able to do that jump-up push onto Chef, catching them off guard and getting the kill. Chef down quick in this one. Keo isolating that shot. Jasmine able to follow up, taking down Avril. 2 on the board here.
Really, really comfortable start. I like what we're seeing here. Keo and the squad have kind of recognized that, okay, these 2 are always going to swing peaks, so we can always expect 2 at the same time. And it's an uphill creek battle, right? Like, you do have to deal with that. Jasmine, though, saying I might be able to do some work with it. Gets 1, but Avril is ready with the refrag. That gives them their first round of this match.
Yeah, Duckies coming in, getting their first round of the half, trying to stop that run from on the run that they've been on. Still committing to the double swings here. But on the run, down a player. Keo looking for the shot, finds the jump peek from Avril, tries to pull the shorty, goes to the double pump, but 1 gets caught on the box. Chef able to get the crouch spray off and gets the kill. 2-2, bringing them even. Heading into our 5th round.
Once again, very even state here, Galleon. I'm liking this so far. Keo with the refrag. Avril stuck with low HP, and you're not going to be able to survive that one. Keo with a great arm shot. Puts it at 3 as on the run, starting to take control of this once more.
Yeah, trying to put that lead back into their side, back into their pockets. Spam spray is kind of taking that chip damage off and leaving Avril in a bad spot last place. But here, Chef getting hit with a bullet pen headshot, it looked like, and Jasmine able to get that last shot on Avril. 4-2, getting that 2-round win advantage that they would ideally like to keep until the end. But Duckies looking to maybe trip on the run. Get them out of their stride.
Right here.
Both teams electing for a pair up.
Yeah. Well, also very quiet in how they play. There's the arm, number 1. Good jump peek, but Chef was able to read it, and Avril locks him down. Much slower round. This time out.
Yeah, taking that chance to try to switch up their pace, trying to switch up the timing, throw off the other team, and it seems to have worked. Taking it a little slower. Jasmine finding Avril early, trying to get the spray through the box, sending rounds down, but not able to connect. Chef. Keo getting Avril, but Chef getting the response. Jasmine on the jump up. Chef aware. Gets the shot off, lets off the air horn of victory, celebrating that round win as they come back to even 4-4.
Once again, step upon step, even Stevens between, but that's Chef to spot one. He doesn't go down though, and you're still able to make some magic happen. There's a final tap through the wall, but Jasmine able to peek out and sees the second. Oh! That's how you like to play clean on the run, squeaking the ducks out of the tub.
1v2 clutching up. Squeaky clean shots coming out from Jasmine there. Keo pushing up, trying to take a little bit of space. Chef finding the shot. Finding one, finding two, pulls out the shark. How do you do? We are at 5-5 yet again. Ducky's not letting on the run take that advantage and run away.
Is it going to continue, though, is the big question. Avril, this time, seen space for a 1-up. That shots on the round. Keo hasn't been touched so far. Now has absolutely box spray. Brings it to a head. And Duckies now taking the lead at the halfway mark.
Yeah, that's that danger with so many of these boxes being penetratable. Not many bricks, a little bit too much wood. You can shoot right through, especially with 2v1, just being able to spray through that box and get that chip damage off. Chef. Wow. Getting the spray through Keo. Keo finding Avril behind Chef. Chef might get a timing here on Jasmine as they peek around, but Jasmine flicks back, catches just in time, and is able to stay off Chef. Turns the burners off and brings it back to 6-6.
Love every single moment of it. That's going to be a snap. Chef with a domer. Keo gets a refrag back, but Avril... Music made in that corner pocket. Mid saw the shoulder. Really nice pick. Duckies, you called for it. Galleon, they're in the lead.
As they run up into the 6-7. Avril finding one, finding two. Taking him to 8. Flipping the script. I think this is the first time Duckies has had a 2-round lead in this entire skirmish so far. This is exactly where you want to be as you head into crunch time.
I mean, that was a wild piece and a half, and it feels like it's given them a renewed sense of energy. Duckies looking to really punch their way forward, but frag out, low HP, and that sets them up for Avril to take it away. Duckies, you believed in them, Galleon. They got one more to go.
The Duckies are flying high right now. Can they secure that last round win, get that match point, and send themselves off to the semis? Jasmine peeks out. Avril finds them. But Keo able to stave off the bottom bracket so far. Finds the 2-piece kill. Keeps them alive in it. The 7-9.
All they need is one more good push. That's what they're hoping for. They can't get antsy, though. Once again, 2-piece up. And they are able to find Jasmine. The duo lines it, and Chef finds the arm. It will be Duckies headed to the winner semis. What will happen here? We're heading into the round. And let's see what the weaponry we have right now. Vandal plus... more Vandals. I think I saw a Frenzy in there as well for the secondary, not a Shorty. On the other side, I wasn't sure what they grabbed, but it looks like just more Vandals. Swings out. Yeah, Brandon definitely had a Vandal there. Rips one away, and Brandon 2-piece.
Brandon finding the 1, finding the 2, and it looks like Mew is no longer subbing in. We have the original player for the team, Union Stan and Ethan back. So similar situation to Simile earlier. Coming in late, having to find your footing, having to find your grounding in the quarterfinals. Can they adapt and warm up in time?
Did someone say they lost their pet rock? Is that Clove's voice? That's a great voice line. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I heard that and it made me chuckle a little bit. That was really good.
Yeah, Clove has unfortunately lost their pet rock. If you see Clove's pet rock anywhere, make sure to let us know so we can reunite Clove and their beloved pet rock. Skylet pushing up, looking for the fights. Faye able to find that shot off, thinks that Vise or the other Clove might have their pet rock, but still has yet to find it. But they did find a round win to put on the board.
They're very nicely done. They are looking comfortable in their Skylet, though. Yet again. SLH shaking the hairs on the back of their head. Beautiful work so far to get 4.
Lestrade's pushing up early. Union Stan taking that middle presence. Faye coming over to join them. Try to get a 2v1. Faye able to find the shot through the bricks with a Phantom. So impressive shots coming out from Faye. Keeping that second round on their side. Trying to prevent SLH from running away with it. But Skylet looking for that early pick on the Faye. Brandon finding the shot. And then Skylet getting the second. Keeping the lead, keeping out of that OT zone that we were talking about earlier.
I mean, that was very, very clean right there. Very, very well done. And Skylet is on another one, trying to swap out, get a little bit of fancy twirls, but Brandon said, nah, we're all about that clinic. 6 so far, looking for 4 more.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more varied in strategies here. It looks like Ethan trying to take that mid pressure, trying to take that space up front while Faye holds the back and kind of scouts for anybody on push up. Meanwhile, SLH has been playing more back, more split, and trying to do the crosses, but that plays into Lestrade's there, able to keep that space, isolate the ones, and take their picks. Ethan still taking that mid pressure, still taking that mid space, but SLH kind of aware, keeping back. The walkout from Faye finds Clove. Can she find the second? Ethan able to help Faye out, secure that round win. 4-6. Lestrade's keeping it scrappy, keeping themselves in it.
I mean, it's getting even messier. Slays. Slayru's waiting on the wings. Skylet said hello. Rips Yunjin away. And now it's just a left-to-right concoction, but Slayru's able to find one. At least makes it close, but no cigar at the end.
Yeah, Slay able to find that swing out, wide swing, and get the kill. I did also notice they have a frenzy in their pocket, just like you had alluded to earlier. We've seen a lot of shorties so far, but nobody really running that frenzy as the secondary backup. Squat peek out, almost finds the head over the box, but Brandon able to reply back. Ethan gets a shot on the Brandon and on to Sky, securing the 2 kills, getting their 5th round win, keeping it even, or not even, but keeping them in tow, keeping them within striking distance and not letting them run away with it.
Oh my gosh, and look at this rush straight forward. Yunjin makes it messy. I don't think Skylet was ready for that one. Low HP on either side though, but Yunjin doesn't care. Taps the dome and it's done. We're looking at that fancy scoreline that I'm not going to say, or Kate might boot me from the broadcast.
Yeah, we're trying to keep up here. Don't want to lose the commentary booth on some funny jokes, but this is going back to exactly what I was saying. Ethan coming in late, you know, didn't get to play in the first one, but he's coming in on fire, a little slow to warm up, but has found their footing, bringing us up to 7-7. We are now even yet again as we come into crunch time.
Ooh.
Ethan some sprays through the box.
Oh, they're just hiding in spawn. I love this.
Yeah, just hiding in spawn. Ethan is taking that pressure. Faye has joined them as well, but Faye gets picked early. Ooh. Brandon finding one, Skylet finding the second. SLH not trying to keep them ahead, getting that last round win.
I mean, that was dastardly in more ways than one. And now they push on up. Brandon out in the open. Slayru is able to match. I didn't realize until now it's a Clove v Clove that we talked about. Skylet says only 1 Clove can remain. That is 0. 9 rounds right now for SLH.
Yeah, match point for SLH as they come in. Can Lestrade's find their footing? Can they find some safe haven here? Or will they be back out on the streets and ready to scrap for the bottom bracket? One shot down. Faye finds it, equalizes back out. 1v1 with a health advantage, but Skylet pushing up, catches Faye off guard as she tries to push in to clear that space. Yeah, I want to see.
Not the cat. I'm sorry. Like, Jesus. Like, I said a knife kill, not the cat.
Please. Leave the poor cat alone. But Simi had those chances earlier before we got to that last man stand of a knife shot at the end. Spider coming out early, getting the double shot on though. Starting this one off with a bang.
Not just a bang, but also a clean shot. I mean, Spider was one that fragged out, but Simi doing the exact same. You can start seeing a lot of these players actively have those moments of glory, right? That moment of like, we will frag out and we will kick your butt. Vanya doing the exact same, but Simi says it's my time. I will show you up 1-1 so far.
Yeah, keeping it even early on. not letting them run away with it too early. Raymond looking for that jump up. Semi onto the middle box. Banana finds the shot though, and Spider secures the second. Locks them in 2-1, gets a slight advantage.
Really liking it so far, and they're fast-paced as well. They're not really waiting and biding their time. We saw some teams try and play the timer, but it is very active, right? A few seconds in, you're popping around the corner, you're trying to take those shots. No dice on trying to bait your opponent into a weird kind of position. Flawless round coming out as we're now 2-2.
Yeah, 2v2 here, keeping it even. Let's see if we run into this. Banyana pushing for the middle, but not taking the jump up. Spider going to the wing and taking a jump up, finding the shot on a Semi. Footsteps bound. Spider on the box. You trying to jump from location to location, island to island. Raymond finds the shot onto Small Banyana, but Spider using that verticality to their advantage, able to get the kill.
I like it so far, and we're going to see even more as the sideways angle taps on to Simi. And that puts Simi into a weird spot as they go down, but it's a 1v1. And Raymond shows their stuff. Still tied 3-3, both stepping in pace.
Both teams coming out swinging here. Been very back and forth. A real slobber knocker so far. Can they keep it going, though? Simi rushing forward, taking a lot of space. Ooh. Able to take the eyes off of Raymond, and Raymond able to get that kill onto Banyana as they swing back out.
Are they going to be able to do it again? Anya looking. Spider was the one who went out. But that's still Spider says, I got it all. Don't worry. Teammates cover teammates. I don't know if this tie situation is ever going to break.
It's staying very close. Both teams fighting it. You know, I said we might have an OT coming up soon. This might be the match. As we keep going, 1-for-1, 4v5. Will they be able to bring it back to another 5v5? Keep it in lockstep.
See how it goes. That's around the corner. Small Banana. Took some damage, but not too much. Has the armor, but that's Raymond saying, gimme, 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 before they fall. Oh, Spider has to reload. Spider had to reload real quick. And now it's looking like the knife. Silent step-ups. And there you see it with the shorty, baby. Simi said it's all mine.
Oh. With like no HP left, Simi able to get the shorty shots off and get that kill. The first time we've had a 2-point lead, I think, or maybe second time. Not much of this round has been that much of a gap, though. Raymond finds one, brings it down to a 1v1. Jet v Jet. Spider able to find the shot, though. 5v6, keeping it close, not letting them run away with it.
I'm loving what we're seeing, and it's only going to continue, I feel like. Around the corner, straight through the center, and you push on up. Spider climbs their way to a victory. And we're tied yet again, never more than a round down.
And remember, they are fighting for a position in the finals here. So I'm expecting them to claw hand over fist the entire way there.
Yep.
Semi jumping up at Spider with reflexes, able to catch them, see them come up over the middle and catch them in their web. Bringing it to a 7-6.
Yeah, Simi though, saying we've done this before. We played this song and dance, and there it is. 2-piece combo. Simi brings it right back. You might get your wish here in a sec. I mean, this might be the longest match so far of the tournament.
Already at round 15. 7v7 here. In the 2v2, Spider finding one, Semi finding one, and finding a second. Semi clutching it up, bringing it up to 8-7. We are just going round for round, blow for blow, as we work through this match.
Cool. Semi might be the first to pull away in this situation. Eyes out, but Small Banana said you gave us the opportunity. 18 is there. That's around the corner. Raymond for the first time. So we gotten more than a +1 difference. Match 2 rounds between the two teams.
And it's going into match point. Can they respond, or will they run away with the lead? Raymond finding the shot off early, but Spider able to get it back to a 1v1, taking down Semi. Raymond versus Spider, Jet versus Jet, with a place in the finals on the line. Raymond finds the shot, secures the finals position for Coco Nuts. We haven't seen a Harbor.
I was about to say, my poor boy Harbor has been left alone, and now I'm sad.
You know, now that we say Harbor, I think we haven't seen a Cypher either.
Oh, that's right. Cypher hasn't been around.
Poor Cypher.
What?
He gets taken out a lot in the lore videos, and you know he's not getting his playtime here yet either. But as we said, Duckies with the double peek, holding for the push up. Skylit trying to look out, finds the double, but Brandon on a delayed swing out finds both and gets the first round on the board for SLH.
Chaotic shot as well. Brandon really clutching up here. Let's see if they can do the same. They do it 3 in a row so far. Skylit trying to wait for their opportunity, but Avril looking left, right, and center, not sure which way to look. Still able to get Skylit's name. It's on Brandon. Can you get 4 in a row? Taps left, doesn't think about the right, but has a good inkling, and there it is. Really good peek and body shots. 4 in a row for Brandon so far.
Yeah, Brandon putting on a one-man show here. 4-0. Getting SLH up to 2. Ducky's still locked into that double peak. A little high-low action on the flat ground. Able to chip damage Brandon pretty heavy here. Only 40 HP left. 1 bullet. Avril takes down Skylit. Brandon able to take Avril back down. Chef also low. It looks like it's a 1 bullet versus 1 bullet. Chef trying to get the spray through the box and able to catch the timing as Brandon tries to peek out. Gets the first round on the board for Duckies.
Gotta love it. It took a lot more time than they probably would have liked, but a round's around at the end. What a lineup, though. Once again, Avril and Chef saying, please, we got this lineup. They split just a little bit, but that's enough time. It's great space for Skylit, who barely tapped Chef through the box. Brings it to a 3-1.
A great round there. Keeping that advantage, trying to keep that 2-game advantage going through this match. To prevent OT, Ducky's still lined up on the double peak. Chef decides to swing out, finds Skylit in no man's land. Brandon picks Avril, but Chef gets the second. Cooking it up, serves it up to Brandon, gets the second round on for Duckies, keeping it as close as they can.
Well done, well played. Heading into the 6th. Chef getting alerted by Avril and recognizes, but Avril quick on the refrag behind. Brandon unable to make magic with the 2 peaks.
3-3, both teams even. Coming into this one, Avril holding the long range shot. Chef changing it up a little bit, pushing for that space, but gets taken down by Brandon. Avril gets the peek out, sees Brandon, but decides to tuck back. But Skylit, with all that distraction in the back from Brandon, able to walk up and get a free kill onto Avril. And we had alluded to that earlier, Orbital, like seeing a little more play out of that, getting some distraction plays and then getting him blown up. But Brandon with a quick 2-piece takes us back to a 2-round advantage. SLH up.
Talked about it before. This is the magic that we want to see. So it's going to be an opportunity. Slow pace this time. Neither team really full swing. There's tap number 1 trying to scout out. Avril hasn't gotten dinked out, and that's the way to drop back down. Skylit alive and untouched, but teammate down means it's going to be very, very difficult. Box play once more. Skylit tag this time. That might spell your doom as that calls for the push. Really, really nice job here to go ahead and kind of pincer in on Skylit. That will be the flawless. Puts it to a 5-4.
Yeah, I think Brandon there, the unfortunate recipient of the dangers of a double swing. I think they were shooting at their teammate and they just happened to catch that bullet to their head instead. Back to a 5-4. Avril pushing up here. Both the SLH players pushing up, but Avril able to catch one out. Chef tries to peek out, gets caught by Skylit into a 1v1, but Skylit on the reposition catches Avril off guard and brings it back to a 6-4, getting that 2-lead advantage back into their pockets.
Slow play. Chef gets 1, and that's going to be 2. It's getting close again. We're right back in that driver's seat position. 1 round difference between the 2 teams.
Yeah, Ducky's looking to get back to even Stevens, try to get back to a 6-6. Both teams deciding to just hunker down near their spawns and just hold angles. Jump peek out of Avril, but gets caught with a bullet by Brandon. Ducky's still kind of trying to hold that double, but Skylit able to get the one onto Avril. Jeff takes Skylit back, gets revenge for their teammate, gets caught, found by Brandon, sprays through box, tries to get the pre-fire off. Chef matrixing between the bullets, gets the shot back up, brings us back to a tied game at 6-all.
It's happening once again, and it feels like it's never ending. In this tie position, I'm not going to count anyone out until we see that 10th round for them. Left side swing for either end, so it's all about who sees who first. That'll be shot number 1. Brandon still alive and able to fire a shot, but Skylet helps out. That gives SLH a little bit of a leg up.
Yeah, back to a 7-6 here for SLH. Trying to get that advantage back out, but Avril responding back in kind. Brandon taken out into a 2v1. Duckies like to play the 2v1 swings. Well, might have worked in their advantage, but Skylet able to pick Avril out while they were looking for where they could have gone. But Chef, aware of the possibility of a rotation, finds Skylet in mid on that 3/4 box and brings it back to 7-all.
One more to go is all they feel. They have to take it step by step. They need to pull away is what they want. Shots resound to the right. No dice. There it is. Brandon locks it down. Skylet, here's one in the corner, and now they have Avril's location. They'll get that flawless. 2 more to go.
Avril able to hide behind that box for a little bit, but on the swing back out gets caught. And as soon as you get seen with 2v1, both crosshairs just lock onto you. But both teams have decided to switch up their pacing a lot. We had a lot more fast-paced, space-taking action in the beginning. Now both teams kind of just hovering outside their spawn. Chef taken out from within spawn. Avril's still there, gets sprayed and dinked through the box. Doesn't take as much health as you would have expected. But in the 2v1, they are now spraying, chipping damage away, and Avril just cannot take that onslaught of bullets. Falls down 9-7, match point to SLH.
This feels like it's all the time. If you want an OT, pray hard and pray high. Skylet, though, watching their teammate fall. This might do it. Oh, boy. One more tap. They got it. Chef and Avril keep themselves in. We're at 9-8, buddies.
One more round takes us into a win by 2 condition. All Duckies have to do is secure this round to bring themselves into an OT scenario. SLH looking to nip that in the bud, though. Clip those wings, clip those feathers, and keep the Duckies from flying.
Oh.
Chef finds Brandon early. Swings up, finds the advantage, figures out where Skylet is. Avril peeking up, finds the shot, 9-9. We will have an overtime to end the day, folks. It is a win by 2 scenario.
Never would have expected this. We are here and ready to play. Win by 2, baby. That's what you want to see. Brandon, maybe a little bit miffed that they had to play for 2. They got 1 to start. They're going to look left. Good idea as well, and it finds Avril looking a little bit. Oh!
Will they make these peaks work and make the double ups work again, or will they switch up their strategies? Ducky's looking to try to get another one on the board for them, try to equal it back out. SLH looking to find their second win and secure their spot in the upper bracket final.
I feel like they have a bit more info once more. I like the fact that we are seeing Chef and Avril actually wait it out this time, and with a little bit more open territory, you're not swinging just left and right. You're spreading yourselves out a bit more.
Yeah, they definitely just decided to switch it up there. They both kind of took their own angle instead of doing their high-low pair-up, and it worked out. Chef able to find 2 last round. Brandon and Skylet looking to change up the pace, though, pushing up. They are still walking up slow, and they peek out 1-2 swing, but on 2 different angles, able to isolate their ones and get the kills, bringing it to a 1-1.
I love it. It's even more here. Corner pocket, Brandon. Great tap, too. Shuts that down so quickly.
Wait, it's GG, right?
No, and that was just a wild play at the end here.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Looking for a bit more, though.
Okay.
And they're going to keep fighting here. Pocket goes. Chef wins it out. That puts it at a 2-2 timing.
Yeah, as they continue and bringing it to a 2-2, keeping the same kind of storyline from the first game here. Close matches, 1-1. Brandon able to find 2 kills there, bringing the slight advantage to SLH. But Duckies have been able to keep in tow, keep in lockstep. Will they be able to secure the 3rd round for themselves here?
See him go further. Wow, heads out. See him for a moment, and it's a double deke. Brandon able to finish it off, and that's going to be the 4th. Things are looking better and better for SLH as they're kind of proving their mettle here.
I'm trying to keep going.
Yeah, Ducky's looking to try to bring back that advantage that SLH have been able to pull, but SLH Brandon able to get a 5th round on the board for SLH. Extend that lead slightly, trying to secure this BO2 and send themselves to the upper bracket final. Skylet finds Chef early.
Ooh.
Avril answers back, but is looking at the wrong side. Brandon able to advantage on that. Swings out and catches Avril 6-2 towards SLH.
I mean, we thought it was going to be a much closer round once more, but so far a 6-2 with a 4-round lead is huge with the side of SLH. It feels for the Duckies, they're taking a little bit more time to really get in line. Skylar and Brandon, though, shut it down. 7-2 right now.
And Brandon, SLH, the whole team coming out looking vicious here. Seem to have adapted well to the new strategies from Duckies. Be interesting to see if Duckies return back to their old ways, try to pair back up in the 2v1s. Avril finds the quick pick on Skylet, still holding these wings, and finds the second one, able to catch Brandon through the box with the headshot, getting a 3rd on the board for themselves, trying to keep themselves alive in this 2nd round of the BO3.
Can they make it? Skylet working wonders once more. Double swing out allows Brandon to get that flawless. We're sitting at a very, very quick round here. It feels like 8-3, 2 more to go.
Ducky's up against the wall here. Not much room to work with, but just enough to keep flying. Avril finds the first one, finds the second onto Brandon. 8-4, keeping themselves alive. Trying to find some footing here.
Quiet as it go. Skylet waits inside his spawn. Avril not biting on that bait. Super clean shot there. Almost lined him up. Brandon gets Chef instead of Avril, but Avril finishes it off as we're sitting at 5.
Ducky's flying really close to the sun, but not too close. Almost got collided there, but able to get the trade back instead. Brandon walks up, but is caught out by Chef, who seems to have got a head dink from Skylet, but able to secure the kill too. Gets the 6th round on the board for Duckies. SLH still up, but the gap has closed. It has shrunk.
It's tense here. Avril on the right side. Went too far right, but Brandon swings it back to the left and says, you looked the wrong way. Really, really well done there. Comfortable slot as they're on 9.
SLH bringing it to map point and set point in the BO3. They win this. They book their ticket to the upper final. Skylet, Brandon, SLH splitting the share of that final round.
I think they can do it. They've already shown a very large penchant for being able to really just kind of punch their way to victory. I think they can do so as we get a very nice aerial view once more of the Skirmish map. Center box is going to be one that we really, really got to watch for how they want to play as we got to rush.
Yeah, pushing in. Chef taking that center box space. Avril up in the back, but down to 7 HP. One chip through a box will take them out.
It's a little bit more dangerous in there as well. This has been super, super dangerous. There's Avril, though. Quick snap to the dome. 7 HP left. And you're not looking in that right direction. Oh, you hop up and you see him. There it is. Brandon, great shot to lock him down.
Shorty to the toes is all it takes at 7 HP. Securing the first round for SLH. With a quick jump up. Finds Chef early. Avril gets a response, but Brandon able to clear out that one. Brings it to 2-0. SLH in the lead here.
Really, really well done there. And now they're looking for more as Brandon is on one. Has played multiple warm-up rounds of Skirmish and is looking to take this one as well. Set up, but that's the tap. Avril takes out Skylet. Brandon has wrapped around all the way, but a good lurk and peek. Avril says no thank you.
Yeah, Brandon had that advantage, had Avril off guard, but just happened to whiff the shot, just missed by a hair, alerted Avril. Avril able to swing back around, recover, and get that kill off, securing the first round for Duckies. Brandon picks off Avril from distance, finds Chef 2-0 again, brings it 3-1, maintaining that round win advantage.
Solid play. Another shot though. Avril still saying we can play this all day long, and we will. There's a lock on the back end. Do they hunt? Chef able to fight back. That's a really, really nice start to a comeback. SLH feel the likes of Duckies nipping at their heels.
Yeah, SLH kind of on a hero performance here out of Brandon. 7-0. Chef picks back off. Avril versus Brandon in the 1v1. Both players working the map. Avril here's the step out of Brandon, but Brandon cancels, rotates back, knowing they gave away that info. Avril not moving an inch, though. Moves. They spot each other. Both locked on. Goes for the jump up, and Avril able to get the jump up and the kill onto Brandon, bringing us back to 3-3, even as we go into the 7th round.
One more. Brandon looking, trying to fight, loses their life, but Chef in the corner. I think Chef knows, but oh, taps and gives away their location. I don't think they were spotted before. Skylet now drawn to that sound. They're going to look on the back end as well. Chef. And look, they're just, oh, they're on the same side. So now they're really making the move. Oh, they're spotted. Skylet sees them out of the corner of their eye. And Chef now seeing where they're at. Neither wants to cross that middle section. But Chef forced into this position. Will the boldness result in their win? It looks like it might, and it does! That's Duckies to bring them to a lead.
The first time Duckies have seen the lead in this match. Can they keep hold of it? Keep flying high? Will SLH respond back? Brandon finds one. Chef with the response. Skylet versus Chef. Chef has to get the reload off. Skylet starts pushing to try to take some of that space. We saw some crazy plays out from earlier, but Skylet able to swing out, catch Chef off guard before they were ready for that swing, and brings it back to even.
Another look as Brandon gets the left side flank. Couple taps to the dome, though, as Avril isn't able to find Skylet, and that leads to their doom. Once more, back in control is SLH. They reach the halfway point and are looking to proceed on.
Brandon tried to use that jump up to try to get some early sight, but doesn't find anyone. Drops down, catches Chef in the back corner. Avril chips. Finds Skylet, manages to chip away some of their health, but not enough to get the kill. Brandon, aware that Avril's low, pulls the shorty up, pushes up behind. Flips the spawns, jumps with the shorty, and gets the shot off, taking Avril down, restoring their 2-round lead.
I mean, you gotta give them credit. They are looking better and better. They feel very comfortable with it. Chef, though, able to lean into that crouch shot. Brandon answers back. The meeting of the minds have yet to cross. There it is. Avril! The push yields results for them. They put themselves at 5.
Duckies still with a slight difference in round wins here, looking to try to equalize back out yet again. Avril using that middle jump up to the advantage. Chef caught by Brandon. SLH playing together here as they move to clear up, but they realize there's nothing on the side. Skylet stays back, peeks around, catches Avril, still watching that side, and maintains their 2-round lead.
SLH really wanting their victory here, and they might find Avril with a hard push, trying to get some energy, and they do. Brandon answers back. Chef is the last one alive. Sees body step out, and all you got was body because Chef went for the head. Match and pace, 2 rounds to 1, 2 rounds to 1, 2 rounds to 1.
Precision shots coming out from the Chef. Skylet swings out, able to catch Avril, but Chef able to clean up. Chef and Brandon both on full HP. Chef expecting Brandon to try to use that center box, try to jump up and over, but Brandon flipping the script and walking away with that round win.
Ooh. Shots to the far end. Really good start this time for Duckies. Are they gonna find the
Brandon beat by
magic
the
though?
Phantom.
Yes, they do. Gorgeous shot at the end. 8-7.
Well, Tactical Elephant out here watching the gameplay along with us. SLH versus Duckies. Looking to try to punch their ticket to the upper bracket final. But Duckies not letting them take it easily, bringing it back even, making them earn their way into that final.
Could be looking at an OT here as well, but Brandon looking but can't find it. Skyla goes down. That's danger. That's disaster. Brandon, though, holding on with a slim charge. Hasn't been tagged, though, and that's a big difference, and you need the gun out, and you found it. Avril goes down, and for the third time in this series, it is SLH ready to go.
Brandon getting extremely lucky on that timing. Gun came out just in time. Any later, and they would have been stuck dead in the water.
Oh,
Brandon able to get the crouch shot onto Chef. Avril getting the shot into Skylit. Both players full HP on match point. Can Avril find the shot? Will Brandon punch SLH's ticket to the upper bracket final?
Oh.
Jumping up, saw the gun, and Brandon does it. Secures the round win and secures SLH's spot in the upper bracket final.